Oh, hello there. I'm Bill-chan.
I'm Nimikung.
I'm Ban-chan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chapter 2, Section 8 of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
S.
Ah.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Author Conan Doyle. Chapter 2, Section 8 was but momentary, with a rending, tearing sound, one of broad, white stones turned over upon its side and left a square, aping hole, through which streamed the light of a lantern. Over the edge there peeped a clean-cut, boyish face, which looked keenly about it. And then, with a hand on the other side of the aperture, drew itself shoulder-high and waist-high, until one knee rested upon the edge. Him a companion, lithe and small like himself, with a pale face and a shock of very red hair. "It's all clear," he whispered. "Have you the chisel and the bags?" "Great Scott. Jump. Archie. Jump." Sherlock Holmes had sprung out and seized the intruder by the collar. The other dived down the hole, and I heard the sound of rending cloth as Jones clutched at his skirts. The light flashed upon the barrel of a revolver. Holmes' hunting crop came down on the man's wrist, and the pistol clinked upon the stone floor. "It's no use, John Clay," said Holmes bluntly. "So I see," the other answered with the utmost coolness. "I fancy that my pal is all right." "There are 3 men waiting for him at the door," said Holmes. "Well, indeed. You seem to have done the thing very completely." "And I you," Holmes answered. "You will see your pal again presently," said Jones. "He's quicker at climbing down holes than I am," as the handcuffs clattered upon his wrists. "You may not be aware that I have royal blood in my veins. Have the goodness. Also." "All right," said Jones with a stare and a snicker. "Well, would you please, Phil, march upstairs?" "That is better," said John Clay serenely. "The custody of the detective." "Really, Mr. Holmes," said Mr. Merriweather as we followed them from the cellar. "I do not know how the bank can thank you or repay you. I have had 1 or 2 little scores of mine to settle with Mr. John Clay," said Holmes. "I have been at some small expense over this matter, which I shall expect the bank to refund. Many ways unique. You see, glass of whiskey and soda in Baker Street. Fantastic business of the advertisement of the League, and the copying of the encyclopedia of ours every day. It was a curious way of managing it. But, really, it would be difficult to suggest a better. Accomplices here. The 4 a week was the law which must draw him. And what was it to them, who were playing for thousands? They put in the advertisement. 1 rogue has the temporary office. The other rogue incites the man to apply for it. And together they managed to secure his absence every morning in the week. From the time that I heard of this, and having come for half wages, had there been women in the house, I should have suspected a mere vulgar intrigue. That, however, was out of the question. The man's business was a small one, and there was nothing in his house which could account for such elaborate preparations and such an expenditure as they were at. It must, then, be something out of the house. What could it be? I thought of the assistant's fondness for photography, and his trick of vanishing into the cellar. The cellar. There was the end of this tingled clue. Deal with one of the coolest and most daring criminals in London. Unknown. What could it be? Once more. Building. So far I had got when we went to visit the scene of action. I surprised you by beating upon the pavement with my stick. I was standing with the cellar stretched out in front or behind. It was not in front. Then I rang the bell. And then, as I hoped, the assistant answered it. We have had some skirmishes, but we had never set eyes upon each other before. I hardly looked at his face. His knees were what I wished to see. You must yourself have remarked how worn, wrinkled, and stained they were. They spoke of those hours of burrowing. The only remaining point was what they were burrowing for. I walked round the corner, saw the city and suburban bank coveted on our friend's premises, and felt that I had solved my problem. Chairman of the bank directors. And how could you tell that they would make their attempt tonight? I asked. Well, about Mr. James Wilson's presidency, in other words, that they had completed their tunnel. But it was essential that they should use it soon, as it might be discovered, or the problem might be removed. Saturday would suit them better than any other day, as it would give them 2 days for their escape. You reasoned it out beautifully, I exclaimed in unfeigned admiration. It is on a chain. It saved me from ennui, he answered. Conan. Us. I already feel it closing in upon me. To be continued.